in my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily.
Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. For those who are already subscribed will know I haven't been doing videos in a while because I've been really busy with uni work, but I'm back for a few weeks to do some videos. So today's a client tutorial, and as you can see I'm first starting off with her eyebrows, and I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette, and I'm going to first underline her eyebrows and then use light feathery strokes through the rest of her eyebrow to give a really natural effect. It's important to use the spoolie in between these steps because it just helps feather the product through the eyebrows, making a really natural brow. Now it's time to carve those brows out. So I'm taking a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium on the blank canvas F17 brush, and I'm just going to underline the underneath of her brows and then go above the brows.
But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do...
Now just take any fluffy brush. I happen to be using the Duo Fibre eye brush from Real Techniques to just buff around the tops of the eyebrows to make sure there's no harsh lines.
Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
So now I'm taking this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer all over the eyelid to act as an eyeshadow base, and then blending it out with the Real Techniques sponge to make sure there's no excess product on the eyelid. My new favourite palette, the Plouise palette. So I'm just going to first take the shade Trippin' to set the eyelid. The first shade I'm using for colour is the Plouise shade, which I'm taking on my Nashi large blending brush, and I'm going to put this into the crease but then blend it in a winged out motion because that's the eye look I want to go for. To add some pink to the look, I'm taking the shade Burnt, which is this lovely peachy pinky shade, and I'm going to take this on my Zoeva 224 brush and just placing this in the same place as I put the shade Plouise. Remember to keep your first blending brush with you to blend out any harsh edges that you might have created with the second colour. To add some depth to the look, I'm taking the shade Latte on the same Zoeva brush and just placing this again in the same places, but just not taking it up as high. Once you're happy with the depth created by your last shade, you can then go in and cut your crease. I'm again using the same concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape. You can use any concealer that you want, and just start making a half cut crease shape. You could start lower if you're not too confident, but because I'm used to doing this look on this client, I kind of know where to put the shape. If you're not too sure, you can just start low and then make sure to keep checking halfway through by making the client kind of like open their eyes to see if it's symmetrical or if you need to go a bit higher. It's always best to go above their natural crease, because once you put shadow on top, throughout the day it can kind of start to crease again if it's kind of in the crease, so always go a little bit higher. Now it's time to add some shimmer, which is my favourite bit. So first I'm going to prime the lids with the NYX Glitter Glue, and then take the Peaches and Cream pigment in Halo. Now I'm going in with the second colour I used on the same Zoeva 224 brush, which was the shade Burnt, and I'm just using this to blend out any harsh edges. Because we're going to be applying some lashes later on, I'm just going to line the top lash line with some Maybelline Master Ink Matte Liner. This will just ensure there's no gaps when we put the lashes on. Round and round we go, losing self-control. As we've done a line on the top lash line, I don't want there to be any harsh just stoppage of the line, so I'm going to blend the edge out using the shade Bestie on the blank canvas E10 brush. Now it's time to start on the skin, so I'm just going to first start by taking a wet wipe and cleaning up all the excess around her face. And then to prep the skin, I'm taking the iconic London Glow Spray, which is amazing, and the Embryolisse primer / moisturiser on my Real Techniques Duo Fibre Face brush. For foundation, I'm using a mix of the shade 13 and 8.5 from Illamasqua, which is the Illamasqua Skin Base. Like it's a vibe under your spotlight. That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. And I'm just blending this in using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Took my heart and you rolled off. Was I feeling never enough for you, baby? When you left me chasing you. Trying to find a place where we can be alone. All those lights lying by your side, like it's a vibe, feeling it shine under your spotlight. Off camera, I just applied these lashes, and now I'm putting on concealer, which I'm placing underneath the eyes, on the chin and on the forehead, which is the same Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the shade Light Medium. To bronze / contour, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut on my Morphe M492 brush. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. For the glow, I'm using the iconic London Illuminator drops in the shade Original, and I'm just going to place them on the cheeks with the applicator it comes with, and then blend it out with my finger and then go over it with a sponge. To set her face, I'm using the RCMA translucent powder on my same sponge, and I'm going to concentrate most of the product underneath her eyes and then use what's left to go around the rest of her face. For blush, I'm taking the Milani Luminoso on this brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Quartz collection. To tie this look together, I'm going in with the shade Burnt again underneath the lash line. Then taking the shade Prin on this Morphe B16 brush and placing this on the inner corners and the brow bone. Off camera, we applied some Maybelline gel liner into the waterline and some mascara, and now we're going in with lips, and I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Cher and the Dose of Colours lip gloss in the shade Can You Not.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true.
To set her face in place, I'm taking my favourite Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray in the scent Peach, and then my NYX Control Freak brow gel to set her eyebrows. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.